This is the Archems.ai Daily Digest. Artificial Intelligence, Law and Technology in 5 minutes. The boundary between digital intelligence and physical infrastructure is blurring. From state-sponsored hacking networks to the way AI agents design new materials, we are seeing a shift toward hard guardrails and deterministic control. The FBI recently pulled the plug on a massive proxy network used by Chinese state-sponsored hackers. This network, managed by a contractor called Nanjing Xinjiang, used botnets of hacked Internet of Things devices to hide their tracks. While some feared this was part of the Volt Typhoon campaign to sabotage power grids, the evidence suggests it was traditional espionage. It was a broad effort to collect information across American government institutions. This disruption is a significant blow to the company's reputation in China, but the hackers are flexible. They will likely pivot and stand up new infrastructure soon. This pattern of digital incursions mirrors a wider trend in Europe. French security services are now warning that hybrid warfare is intensifying. They pointed to an explosive drone found at a German airport as a sign that cyber attacks could soon escalate into physical violence on national soil. State-level security is not the only area where the rules are being rewritten. Meta just reached a tentative $17 billion settlement with nearly all U.S. states. This is a massive concession. The deal forces Meta to implement strict guardrails for minors on Instagram and Facebook. We are talking about a default 2-hour daily limit and a total block between midnight and 6 a.m. They are even banning beauty filters and hiding like counts for teens. Meta is now urging TikTok and YouTube to follow suit. They argue that if only one app is restricted, kids will simply migrate to another. This marks a shift from the era of maximum engagement to one of mandated safety. It is no longer about whether a platform can hook a user, but whether it is legally allowed to do so. While social platforms face new limits, the financial world is building new foundations. Europe is pushing to avoid a future of disconnected technological islands in tokenized finance. The Eurosystem has launched 2 projects called Pontes and APIA. Pontes provides the actual settlement using central bank money to ensure stability. APIA handles the broader architecture and governance. The goal is to prevent Europe from becoming dependent on external infrastructures. This drive toward institutionalized digital assets is also hitting the crypto markets. BlackRock has lowered the minimum for Bitcoin whales to swap self-custody for ETF shares to just $1 million. This move is driven by a growing fear of crypto crimes and hacks. It is a clear signal that the big players are trading the purity of self-custody for the security of regulated rails. The move toward deterministic systems is perhaps most evident in frontier AI. We are seeing a transition from models that just generate plausible text to agents that perform actual science. A new framework called TRCE is transforming materials discovery. Instead of just remembering which candidates failed, TRCE records the exact edit that caused a property change. This transition-level feedback allows it to discover valid material at a rate up to 4 times higher than previous baselines. Similarly, in pharmaceutical design, AI agents are now using high-fidelity simulations to optimize crystallization. Rather than relying on vague heuristics, these agents run controlled experiments to find the exact cooling rate and concentration needed for the perfect crystal. By coupling language models with physical simulators, AI is moving from guessing the answer to proving it through intervention. Looking at today's news, the through line is a move away from the Wild West of the last decade. Whether it is the FBI dismantling proxy networks, Meta accepting $17 billion in fines, or AI agents using simulations to replace guesswork. The trend is the same. We are entering an era of verification and strict boundaries. The focus is shifting from how fast a system can grow to how reliably it can be governed. That's all for today. Thanks for listening and see you tomorrow on ArtGems.ai.